What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Quan, and I'm here to bring you the lowdown on what happened in Week 6 in our Leaders of the Old School Fox Sports Fantasy Football League. Now let's get right into the action, okay? Last week with a score of 74 points, what did you expect? Expected to win over the Dome Wreckers. I guess maybe because they're in last place and all that, but with a score of 74 points, you never know if you're going to win or not, but they pulled it out this week because Dome Wreckers only scored 68 points. Okay? Now, in the next week, we got Ballers. They went against the A-Town Jags. Yo, they successfully trapped the Jags into a cage to where they couldn't get out and cause any damage against them this week. So they come out on top with a score of 86-75. Also, with a score of 86, Too Hot for TV proves to be just a little too much for the Rough Riders. You know what I'm saying? I guess sometimes when it's too hot, you know, it's about to be winter time, and now it's too hot, which you think would be kind of appropriate for the season. But too hot, you know, Rough Riders wasn't ready for too hot this week. So they come out on top 86-62, okay? The Kingstree Wildcats, they went up against Team Ramham. And in the animal kingdom, it seems like this week, the Wildcats, they come out on top over the Rams with a score of 103-50. And this week, with the highest margin of victory in a match between Top Flight and Texas Fire. Texas Fire was trying to come a little something in the first quarter, trying to bring the heat, but Top Flight, you know what I'm saying, the altitude just too high, baby. Them flames, they, you know what I'm saying, they don't rise that high, you know what I'm saying? So, with a margin of victory of 64 points, Top Flight comes out on top 119-55. And with the highest score of everybody in the game, we had a matchup between I Am the Game against Peach Hill Tigers. You know what I'm saying? And the game basically flexed all over the Tigers this week with a score of 120-64. That 120 was 1 point higher than Top Flight and was the highest score in the league this week. Okay? Yo. So, as far as the standings in our league, this is how they go. Too Hot for TV still remains in first place with a record of 5-1. But on my trail is the Kingstree Wildcats. They also have a record of 5-1. So, you just never know if I lose and he wins, or if he loses and falls farther down the, you know what I'm saying, the standings, which is the way that I want it to go. You know what I'm saying? You never know who's going to be on top. But one thing in my advantage is that I do have the highest amount of points scored in the league. You know, I'm over Kingstree Wildcats by almost 100 points. So, keeping my fingers crossed because I'm leading in my game this week for week 7. You know what I'm saying? Now, that being said, I guess it's already understood. Kingstree Wildcats, second place, 5-1. In third place, we've got the A-Town Jags with a record of 4-2. In fourth place, what'd you expect? With a record of 3-2 and 1 tie. Okay? Now, I Am the Game, I have placed in 5th place. Now, this is another one of those situations where the website kind of takes into consideration the wins that you get within your division. Now, I Am the Game and Team Ramham are within the same division. Now, Team Ramham has a better record within the division of 3-2 versus I Am the Game's 2-3, but they have almost 100 points less than Team I Am the Game, so it's kind of hard to kind of rank them. You know what I'm saying? But as far as Quan's rankings, you know the video is legit. You know what I'm saying? I come through with the realest. I come through with the real raw, like chocolate drop. You know what I'm saying? Bars. Real raw. Rap. Check it out. Fantasy football. Real raw. Here we go. This is how I rank them. Bam. Number 5, I Am the Game. with a record of 3-3. You've got 550 fantasy points in the league, and you've got more than anybody else with a record of 3-3. So that's your spot. You know what I'm saying? Number 5. In 6th place, we got Peach Hill Tigers with a record of 3-3 as well. And for the other 2 teams that we have with records of 3-3, we've got Ballers in 7th place and Team Ramham in 8th place. Sorry, Team Ramham, but you only got 455 points. Everybody else has more than 500 points. I can't even see how you get up like that. You know what I mean? So that's where you are right now. Hey, it's week 7 now. This is your time to come up. You know what I mean? So now we got 2 teams with a record of 2-4. They are Top Flight in 9th place and Texas Fire in 10th place. In 11th place, we've got the Rough Riders with a record of 1-4-1. Okay? And in 12th place, we've got Dome Records with a record of 1-5. As always, I want you all to pay attention to what's going on bye weeks. So as the weeks progress, there's going to be people in your starting lineup who are on bye weeks. You got to get them out of there. Keep up with the injury reports because people are getting hurt left and right. Plenty of hamstring injuries this year. So, you know what I'm saying? Get out there. You got to take a chance now. You know what I'm saying? It's the middle part of the football season. You know what I'm saying? This is week 7. Midway between the fantasy football, because at week 14, that's when everything's going to be added up. We're going to find out who's going to go forth into the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So get out there, do your thing, and I'll check you next week. All right? Peace.